Welcome back, folks. Well, I have Jay and Bowser from CBST Adventures joining me today. It's nice to have a four-legged guest here in the studio.
And he's exhausted. He just got done skiing yesterday.
Oh,
so,
yeah? He's like okay, so Jay, for those folks out there that are unfamiliar with what CBST Adventures is, can you please let us know, first of all, what do the letters CBST stand for, and what is CBST Adventures?
Right, yeah, so CBST Adventures is companies building stronger teams.
Okay.
So we take people out into the outdoors, we break them out of their comfort zone, and we have some retreats and some team building experiences that people can have. Yeah, really build those stronger bonds, stronger teams.
Now, can you tell us a little bit more about the executive retreats that you have up here in Summit County?
You bet. We're getting ready to host a Fortune 10 company up here in Summit County where they're coming in and their executive group wants to come in and work on their mission, their vision, their values, really focusing on the culture of the company. And we're going to put them into one house together.
Yeah.
And really just have this. I mean,
are there going to be cameras? Is it going to be a reality TV show?
A little reality TV show with folks. That'd be great. But no, it's a house that sleeps 50 people, but they're going to be sharing bedrooms, and they're going to be cooking together, and then more importantly, they're going to be adventuring together and getting out and really feeling what it's like to feel safe. And to build those kind of bonds that they'll build.
Now, what kind of adventures are they going to be doing?
Yeah, so in this case, they want to do some just general hiking together. Okay. They're going to want to do some rock climbing, so we'll set them up for that. That'll
be exciting.
Yeah, yeah. They'll be doing rappelling off of different rocks. Sections. We've got some rock formations out here that we've got the permits through Colorado Adventure Guides to take them out and really allow them to experience Summit County and all it has to offer. And then we'll do some kayaking together as well.
That sounds like that's going to be a fun-filled retreat there.
Yeah.
Now, why would people want to have these type of retreats up here in Summit County? What's specific about this location?
Right. A lot of times people want to get away from the office that they're naturally in, right? They might be in Cincinnati or Waukesha, Wisconsin, or Orlando, Florida, and they're like, we want to get outside of what we're used to and get to some place where
something completely new and unknown.
Yep. And then there's a book from Florence Williams called The Nature Fix, and in it she talks about the healing and restorative powers of nature, getting people out together in nature, and how that will develop the bonds that they'll have forever.
Now, I'm not really entirely certain what kind of companies are out there for hosting these sorts of executive retreats, but I would imagine CBST is probably pretty unique.
Yeah.
Right. So what makes them so special?
and a lot of times people host executive retreats, and they host it in the Ritz-Carlton, and they're staying in Forum C with no windows, no doors, just kind of lock them in to work on that. That's not what we do.
Yeah.
We definitely do things differently. So we bring in the same kind of certified coaches and curriculum and structured process to help people through their mission, help them really live their values. But we do it in a very unique way where we're actually taking people out into the outdoors, and the metaphors of that nature then translates into what they're doing in the classroom.
Well, I imagine that also must kind of create like better sort of circulation and sort of like the energy and the thoughts and the communication of what's going on. So
it's wild when you see it, because I've seen it before. I've been in executive retreats where we're sitting down inside this classroom, and you start off and you get pretty excited as you start going through the first part of it, and then as it moves in, your energy wanes. You're eating the food in the conference room, and afternoon you're starting to fall asleep, you're checking your email. Well, let me tell you, when people come out with us, there's no email checking.
Yeah.
They're on top of a rock.
Yeah.
They're on a river. They're on a lake. They're there making those real bonds.
Yeah.
Now, that phone stays at home.
Now, are there any sort of specific breakthrough moments that you've witnessed with some of your past clients that you can elaborate upon?
You know, we've got so many of them, but one that just stands out in particular was these two people from two different divisions of an organization. They were both trying to get their people to go to training. And the issue was that they were so busy, no one could get any training done.
Yeah.
Well, as they're out there on the rock, and Steve is down below, and Steve is coaching, and Terry is belaying, and then Jim was up on the rock. And Jim was like, listen, you know, hey, I really appreciate your support.
Yeah.
And he goes, hey, one of the other things I could do to support you is I could take on your workload while your employees go off to training.
Yeah.
And we could do it vice versa.
Yeah.
And they're on the rock.
Yeah.
They came up with that idea.
Yeah.
A year later, we talked to them. All their people had gone through training.
Yeah. Like having that realization that everybody needs to have this in our group. So that's great. Okay. Well, so Jay, how do people out there, you know, maybe they're on vacation right now with some friends or family, and they think that they want to kind of set this up, a CBST adventure for their own sort of work family. What's the best way of reaching you and finding out more of, you know, what you have to offer them specifically?
Right. You know, I think the number one thing is find our website, cbstadventures.com. You can find our phone number there, or you know, send in a contact request. More than anything, yeah, give us a call, and we'll walk you through some of the great adventures that we've done with people. That's really the best way for us to do it.
Yeah, and that you will totally set something up specific to that company's needs.
Right.
So.
Yeah, so we'll go in. We just got done with one company where they said, this is the curriculum that we're utilizing.
Yeah.
We'd like to integrate that curriculum into what you do.
Yeah, yeah.
It's exactly what we do.
Yeah. Well, that's so great. Okay, Jay. So thank you so much again for coming in and giving me a chat this morning.